All right, so hot on the heels of our hypothetical success,
We're recording this immediately after we recorded Garfield Royal Rescue.
we decided we had way too much fun with that. We didn't even care how the finished product comes out. We're just having fun at this point. We had to look to see what kind of car Garfield drove. We weren't sure if it was a Corvette or a Ferrari. And we were pretty sure. We thought it would have been a Ferrari because, well, Ferrari, but turns out Shakespeare Hemingway missed that joke. So we made it.
Spoiler alert, he drives his
Spoilers.
red Corvette in this story, but his second car is a Ferrari, and he likes to hear its engine purr. Get it? Get it? Because he's a cat and cats purr? Ah, ah, ah.
I kind of want to kick my own ass for making that joke now.
No. The donkey's been abused enough at this point.
All right.
PETA will have a fit if you kick the ass too much.
Uh,
I don't even think that's funny. I feel terrible for making that joke. Anyways, now that you're joining us, our first experiment, well, we haven't, like I said, we haven't released it yet. We're recording this immediately after the first one. So we can only assume it turned out really, really great or is being totally reviled. I'm leaning more towards the latter. But anywho,
there's no middle ground, by the way.
no middle ground. I mean, this is America. There hasn't been any middle ground since, what, 1990 something or other?
I will politely decline making a comment.
Right, this is not a political show. Unless we do a political fanfic, but I'm sure there's plenty of those.
Oh, there are. I've seen fan art of Ronald Reagan riding a velociraptor with an RPG.
Well, I mean, Ronald Reagan is old enough to have been around at the time of the velociraptors. I know the Flintstones was a ripoff of the Honeymooners, supposedly. But, you know, I'm sure they consulted Ronald Reagan because he actually lived it.
Yeah, he just doesn't remember it anymore.
Well, he's dead now. The last 10 years of his life, he probably couldn't remember. You just joked about Alzheimer's, Ian.
Yes, I did.
I can't do a very good Ronald Reagan. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall. Mr. Gorbachev. I said tear down this wall. Who the hell are you? Who the hell are you? I'm Donald Trump. I'm the King of America.
We're going to hell
In a
handbasket. Now I'm not liking that way.
Do.
Oh, this ain't no lie. I'd rather be Kentucky Fried than alive and kicking in Jersey any day. How long have we been messing around now on this one?
A few minutes. Okay, so I didn't do any proper introductions. It is I, Ben Davies, and I am with my partner in crime, Ian Kewley.
Yo.
And this is episode 2 of our. Do we have an official title for this podcast yet? It has to be something catchy.
We do not have one yet. We might want to think of that at a later time.
The TBD podcast, until we change our name to something a bit more permanent.
It took me a while to realize that wasn't a sex joke.
You went there, not me. Anyways,
I know, that's why I'm ashamed of that.
Anyways, so if you didn't listen to our first episode, basically what this podcast is about, we find like the most ridiculous fan fiction we can, and we do live readings. Well, I guess not. This is recorded readings, but we try to do them in various voices. I'm delusional enough to think that I can do a whole multitude of funny voices, so I want to try to do them in, like, as close to the original as I possibly can. So basically what I'm saying is it's not going to sound anything like the original. And Ian here wants to narrate, because he's heavily influenced by the likes of,
John Freeman and his adventures.
We need to get Morgan Freeman to narrate one of these at some point.
I would love to see Full Life Consequences narrated by Morgan Freeman. His voice is like golden velvet. It's like the concept of a chinchilla in voice form. I can do a pretty decent Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff! Jigglypuff! Jigglypuff!
The dulcet tones of your voice are giving me an eargasm.
Sneaky little herbices, and they chase the chickses. Me wants to steal me precious. My precious.
I imagine Yoda hitting Gollum with, like, his staff. I don't know why.
We're also gonna need a strong leader, Pappy. The force is weak within ye. That's what you think, you dread old spoon. Anakin gonna be a strong Jedi one day, yeah?
Oh, I met him in a swamp down in Dagobah, where it bubbles all the time like a giant carbonated soda.
S-O-D-A soda. I saw the little rump sitting there on a log. I asked him his name, and in a raspy voice he said Yoda. Y-O-D-A Yoda.
Yo, 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 Yoda. We harmonized.
Shockingly well.
Okay. Now that we've got the ADHD out of our system.
Oh, it's not gone. We're just trying to suppress it for now.
Okay, so we are for now the TBD podcast, and we're going to be doing well, let's not register it just yet.
Okay.
So we're going to do a recorded reading, which is a sequel to Shakespeare Hemingway's infamous parable. Is that a good choice of words?
It's awfully generous, but okay.
Of Garfield Royal Rescue, and this is the follow-up. This takes place immediately after, and this is called Garfield, Prince of Tragedy.
The synopsis, by the way, Prince Harry is consumed with madness of revenge, and Garfield must save the day again. Sequel to Royal Rescue.
So, again, I provide a little bit of context in the first episode. This was written back in 2011. So, I know some of it's a little bit dated now, but it's still pretty funny. This is sort of like an in-joke amongst me, Ian, and myself, and a few of our friends, and we've wanted to do this for a long time now, so we're finally have the chance to do so, because our schedule's finally synced up. Ladies and gentlemen, Garfield, Prince of Tragedy.
It was morning eve when Prince Harry was on his floating fortress in the ocean. He was doing duty of serving country of England, steering ships and flying the planes.
Set sail for land ho.
That's not very complimentary. Said Prince Harry to his men of seamanship. As Prince Harry was ordering soldiers... I'm trying so hard to keep my mind out of the gutter with that, but I'm failing miserably.
We're only 3 lines in.
Good God, man. Hemingway, read your stuff aloud. As Prince Harry was ordering soldiers, a messenger came with urgent news.
Oh, Prince Harry, I've tragic news. Your brother has been defeated by manly force,
said the messenger with panic.
What is your nonsense?
Cried out Prince Harry with flabbergasting words.
Oh, it is truth, see for yourself,
said the messenger as he put VHS tape on VCR for watching. The videotape showed... the royal family of England, and they're stuck using VHS tapes. The videotape showed recording of Prince Williams. The videotape showed recording of Prince Williams ending moments by Garfield's fists of fury. Fists of fury. It showed Prince William crashing into Big Ben, creating explosion of maximum impact.
No!
Cried out Prince Harry in sadness anger. Prince Harry sat in silence, body and souls, more than one, filled with grief and rage. He trembled like sea, envious of oceans, and shook like angry Babas rattle.
Garfield!
Cried out Prince Harry with fists to the sky. The video continued and showed Garfield taking Kate Middleton in manly arms and making sweet royal love. As Prince Harry saw Garfield romance his brother's woman, he could only dream his temperature raised. Wait, what?
This was written by Shakespeare Hemingway. Are you surprised at this point?
No. As Prince Harry saw Garfield romance his brother's woman like he could only dream, his temperature raised with angry heat, his fist clenched, shattering champagne glass, and his eyes burning with fire. I almost can't do any voices with this. I'm gonna trip myself up over the horrible language.
Hold on, let me try to hone in on my Prince Harry voice here. Set sail for land ho. Okay. Garfield. Betrayal!
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 Betrayed me! This game sucks! Shouted Prince Harry with snarling face. Prince Harry stormed into throne room, where he sat enthroned contemplating rage. Isn't he a glorified air traffic controller in this? He stared off with obsession and could not get vision of Prince William crashing into Big Ben and Kate Middleton running into Garfield's biceps out of his royal mind.
No man or cat crosses my family. I will get my revenge sweeter than fresh river salmon.
I feel like he should be called Terolf in this. Prince Harry declared to world.
Oh, what will you be doing?
Asked servant with wondering.
This is about to sound like something straight out of a Looney Tunes cartoon. I will be setting wicked trap for this cat. But first, for trapping of imprisonment, there must be jailbait, and I am knowing just what ticket is needed.
Okay, Mr. Hemingway, jailbait does not mean what you think it means. Prince Harry said as he looked at picture of Kate Middleton with evil intents. Meanwhile, in Middleton House, Kate Middleton and Pippa Middleton were having girl talk. Girl talk, hey.
I'm gonna do Pippa Middleton as Marge Simpson. Kate Middleton, what is matter? You look in the dumpster.
Pippa Middleton asked Kate Middleton with concern.
This is gonna be my Kate Middleton voice. I'm gonna do something different.
I cannot stop thinking about my one true man.
I see you're going with the Tumblr voice. Kate Middleton sighed with sorrow as she looked at picture of Garfield in manly pose.
This problem, my dear sister, is you are fallen in love,
said Pippa Middleton with caring.
Yes, but Garfield could not stay, for a tiger cannot be tamed, and a real man could never be leashed.
Kate Middleton said with truth. While Kate Middleton and Pippa Middleton were speaking their women's words, figure with from the shadows would it
whooshing
the figure with whooshing the figure in sudden wicketry.
I don't know. What does wicketry mean?
It has meaning to someone.
Okay. Haha, you foolish women. You have betrayed my family line, and the time for vengeance is at hand.
Cackled the figure with evil.
Prince Harry?
Cried out Kate Middleton and Pippa Middleton in unison.
Yes, the one and only. However, I am not the man I was before, but a new man, reborn from fires of vengeance, with only mission to revenge my brother.
The guy speaks in soliloquy. Said Prince Harry with madness.
Wait for it.
You are after Garfield.
I just noticed he's missing the R.
He misspelled Garfield. He's missing the R, so it reads as Garfield. So should Kate Middleton have like a Boston accent now?
Why not now? She needs it.
You're after Garfield.
Cried out Kate Middleton in check.
This is right, and you will be the bait to my lure. Time for capture!
Said Prince Harry as he launched cages at Kate Middleton and Pippa Middleton. How? Where did the cages come from?
He just launched them. Use your imagination.
Cages no jutsu.
No!
Cried out Kate Middleton and Pippa Middleton as they were ensnared with imprisonment.
The gigaloop.
That started as a line. It did not end as a line. laughed Prince Harry with madman laughing as he took his imprisoned ladies to lair for trap setting. Meanwhile, elsewhere in a moonlit night, Garfield was cruising in his red Corvette with lasagna license plate in the big city.
Did he spell lasagna wrong?
No, I pronounced it wrong.
Oh.
On purpose.
On purpose? Okay.
On purpose, yeah.
Did you burn the toast on purpose?
I burned the toast.
On purpose?
Ladybugs!
Do we need to explain these references?
Probably not.
Let's wait till the end.
Yeah. Meanwhile, elsewhere in a moonlit night, Garfield was cruising in his red Corvette with lasagna license plate in the big city. His wind was blowing in air with coolness.
Nothing could break it.
We will finish this tonight. His wind was blowing in air with coolness. As he was taking in sights and sounds, Garfield was wearing his shades and had his radio on for jamming to cool tunes with hot beats.
This is big city life.
Garfield said to himself while cruising.
Oh God, this part.
Hey! Up next is mega hit smash song Love is Lasagna by Garfield, which is topping all the charts.
Said the radio DJ with rhythm and blues.
Hey, one of my favorites.
Said Garfield as he turned on radio to max volume and looked in mirror admiring his rugged handsomeness. Song begun with smooth, sexy saxophone intro followed by ripping, roaring guitar riffs, and then led to Garfield's manly singing voice coming from radio. No. I'm out.
Oh, who's gonna do the instrumentals for the song? Okay, I'll just provide the vocal track and maybe I'll add something in later on.
Well, the internet will make a song for this, trust me.
Okay.
Oh babe, when I see your eyes, it is making my pants rise. From my lovin' there is no parole. Love is lasagna, food that is feeding my soul. Love is lasagna, it is not no casserole. Oh babe, I'm at the end of my ropes. I wanna taste your sweet cantaloupes. Your body is buffet of desire. In bedroom I will never tire. Love is lasagna, will be melting like mozzarella cheese. Oh, love is lasagna, my appetite only you can appease. Oh babe, you are delicious like lasagna feast. I will devour your body, oh like beast. Love is lasagna. Love is lasagna. Love is lasagna. Love is lasagna. Lonely man, walking lonely path alone. Now we are together all night, we will moan. Love is lasagna, one serving is never enough. Oh, love is lasagna, you all knowing I like it rough. Oh, love is lasagna, soft and gooey, give me one more slice. Oh, love is lasagna, I will be taking you to paradise. What a good singer.
Garfield said with approving as he puffed on lasagna. Oh, that was a joke.
Did you subconsciously pick it up from when we read this in the past?
Possibly. My brain is being infected by this awful drivel. I must read more.
Garfield smoking a lasagna-flavored cigarette.
There are no words for how awesome this is.
What about awesome?
Awesome works.
Okay.
After awesome rockin' song, the radio news person came on to deliver message of urgency.
Extra, extra, this just in. Kate Middleton and Pippa Middleton have disappeared and gone into missing. Will real man please find them?
Announced radio newsman with urgency.
What?
Roared Garfield as he braked his red Corvette in shock. Anger swelled in Garfield like hot air in balloon and was ready to explode. Garfield then clenched steering wheel with determination of true hero.
Damn degenerations will pay for kidnapping of beautiful British babes.
What does that even mean? Garfield uttered with teeth clenching.
Time for investigations. I just know where to go.
Garfield said as he put his foot on gas for speeding to local English. What country was he in? Like seconds ago, what country was he in?
He drives a Corvette. He probably drove from America to England in, like, his car.
Garfield drove to local English pub with speed of wheeled serpent for drink and information.
Okay. I can keep my composure.
No, you can't.
No.
I'm reading ahead. You really can't.
Okay.
I'm gonna fill up my whistle.
Garfield said as he entered pub for refreshment. Garfield waltzed over to barkeeper for demanding of requests.
I want lasagna beer brewed with power and steel.
Garfield demanded as he pounded fist on the bar table.
Oh, yes, sir.
Said barkeeper with obedience. After receiving drink, Garfield sipped beer with relaxed coolness, taking in his surroundings. Garfield knew when living the life of the hero, there was danger around every corner. There was danger all around, not around every corner. Garfield saw in tavern a pool table with pool playing happening. Garfield approached pool table with strut of confidence and saw fools playing with their pool.
Hello, fellows. Mind if I join for quick game?
Asked Garfield as he took pool stick.
Yes, Garfield. We have 90 gallons of lasagna for betting, but you'll never win.
So lasagna is now measured in gallons?
And apparently still using the imperial system here in Scotland, or Britain.
Wherever.
Suck the metric system.
Said Bar Hooligan with challenge.
You'll eat those words as I will eat my newly won lasagna.
Said Garfield taking pool stick with firm grip and approaching table for playing. Garfield swung the pool stick and played the pool and got a grand slam strike, winning all the jackpot. What the hell, man? This isn't even mixing your...
It's what he says next. That's the cherry on top.
It's not even mixing your metaphors. Please, make this make sense.
Okay. Here I go. Okay.
No, I'm done. I just saw it. I'm done.
No. Let me say it. I just need to get my composure again for like the 37th time.
Looks like I got a hole in one.
Said Garfield with a sly smile. Seriously, F you, man.
Damn you, Garfield! I've bet all my life savings!
Said Bar Hooligan with anger as he rushed Garfield with pool stick for hitting. Want to make a pinata joke.
Seems you have also bet all your life.
Quipped Garfield as he did flying spin kick on a rushing hooligan, sending him flying. The hooligan landed into jukebox, turning it on for playing the funkabilly rock and roll music for bar rumbling action. With beat thumping bar brawl and music playing, group of bar hooligans soon began surrounding Garfield for bar brawl bash. I could not settle on a voice.
You have insulted your last offense. We'll gut you like a goat.
Intimidating bar hooligan with anger.
Hey, you fools are gluttons for pain, but do not be of worry, for I am the buffet, and it's all you can eat.
Garfield said with taunting hand motion to bar hooligans.
Ah, buffet this!
Shouted one hooligan as he took bottle and broke down table. That was messed up. I apologize for that.
That's fine.
The hooligan then rushed Garfield for stabbing, but Garfield dodged broken bottle with ease and grabbed hooligan and lifted him above head.
You look sweaty. Here, take a dip.
Garfield said as he body slammed hooligan on pool table.
This is what I'm calling a pool party.
Garfield quipped with cleverness. After clever quips, Garfield saw hooligan rushing from behind. Garfield twirled like Ferris wheel and thrust pool stick into hooligan with impaling, making blood spurt like Yellowstone geyser. And now we've gone into Evil Dead.
You are too stuck up.
Oh, screw you, said Garfield with wittiness as he pulled out pool stick from hooligan body. Garfield saw across the bar hooligan thug taking out handgun for shooting, but Garfield did not beat a sweat and threw a pool stick at thug with aerodynamics, making it go through thug and stick him onto the dartboard. Too sober, too sober.
This is the kind of dialogue Schwarzenegger dreams he could use.
Arnold, if this makes it to you, please read some of these lines. Just please.
You got a bullseye. Your price is a first-class ticket to hell.
Garfield said with congratulations. After thug sticking, Garfield then approached hooligan ringleader to finish what has been started the way a real man does.
Garfield, please, do not hurt me. I am sorry.
Cried the hooligan ringleader with begging. Garfield ignored pathetic pleas and grabbed the hooligan ringleader by neck and dragged him to the bar counter.
You're looking worried. Why not drown your sorrows in drink?
Garfield asked as he shoved hooligan leader under beer tap and forced his mouth onto it.
Drink up. It is happy hour.
Garfield said as he turned on tap to Max.
Oh, this is perfect because I made the hooligan have a Scottish accent.
Gurgled the hooligan ringleader as his mouth filled with alcohol, making him choke. Soon, his head was filling to brim with alcohol, blowing up like blowfish. His head then exploded into bits.
I guess the drink went right to his head.
Garfield joked with hilarity.
Bravo. You fight like fiery dragon.
Said voice with impressment. Then out of shadows came figure dressed in barmaid dress with sultry walking. It was Sarah Ferguson!
It is my pleasure to clean gutter trash with my fists of cleansing.
Garfield said with casualness.
I hear you are looking for Kate Middleton and Pippa Middleton.
Said Sarah Ferguson with knowledge.
This is right, my sassy siren. You better be telling me all that is known from your lips.
Garfield said with demanding.
I will give you what you need, but first, you must give me what I need.
Sarah Ferguson said with seduction.
Very well. I see you will not talk, so I will make you scream.
Garfield said with a wink.
Yes, Garfield. Interrogate me all night long.
So many pornos start this way. Said Ferguson, leading Garfield to bedroom.
I'm going to bask you like a Thanksgiving turkey and stuff you.
God damn it, man. Garfield said with sexiness. I'm done. I'm just done.
I'm surprised I said that line without cracking. It has been so long since I felt the touch of a man. Do with me what you will be doing,
said Sarah Ferguson as she lay down on bed, undoing her nightgown. Garfield pressed a button which played sexy romantic power ballads. Garfield then approached Sarah Ferguson and embraced her with manly hands. He climbed on top of her and wrapped around her like serpent of sexiness. Bow chicka, wow wow.
Wow!
He squeezed her with love and passion like boa constrictor, wrapping around rodent, crushing her with pleasure. The night went on, for feeling like millennia, as their bodies were covered with sweat and love juices. Meanwhile, in Prince Harry's throne room, Prince Harry was sitting on throne, throwing knives at picture of Garfield, flexing muscles, hanging in his room. As Prince Harry threw his knives, Prince Charles came in to have talking to.
Tim Curry, ladies and gentlemen.
Nah, 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 nah.
At least I kind of got that Tim Curry vibe when you were reading that line, so that's why I said it.
I shall now retreat to one place that has not been corrupted by capitalism. Spice!
I'll see if I can do another British act. No, I'll do Ozzy Osbourne as Prince Charles.
He's British enough.
Yeah.
My son, I know you're a man, but in fact Garfield is heir of furs.
Prince Charles advised with honesty.
I will avenge my brother. Vengeance is all I'm living for. It is my breath,
Said Prince Harry with madness obsession as he fondled his knife.
Oh, be careful. The road of obsession is steep cliff. Once you walk, the only way down is through falling.
Said Prince Charles with truth.
I need not your advice, father. I have set my path on the course, and now there is no turning back. I have set a perfect trap. Soon, Garfield's end will be mine.
Declared Prince Harry with cackles.
You're doomed to destiny of madness and sorrow.
Prince Charles said with sadness as he walked away. Meanwhile, in Sarah Ferguson's bedroom, Sarah Ferguson was recovering from intense lovemaking, which was like thunderstorm in her body. Garfield was not tired at all.
Garfield! My body is exhausted with pleasure.
Said Sarah Ferguson with catching breath.
Oh.
Easy,
Yes,
Tiger.
but enough fun time. Now it's time to give me the information I need.
Garfield demanded with sternness.
Very well. Kate Middleton and Pippa Middleton are kept in Prince Harry's castle of dread and agony in Land of Wales.
Said Sarah Ferguson with information.
Of course.
Garfield said with revelation.
But now that I have told you this truth, I must die in flames of glory. Farewells to you, Garfield, my one true man.
Said Sarah Ferguson, revealing explosion vest and pressing button on it.
The fuck did this come from?
We've read this before and we're still getting surprised by it.
No.
Said Garfield with protest.
That's how it's written.
Said Garfield with protest. I don't even know what I'm doing with the voices anymore.
I think I lost track a while ago. That wasn't I tried to do Ozzy Osbourne. That wasn't even Ozzy Osbourne. That was just some sort of guttural, like, Cockney accent.
Right, Ozzy Osbourne.
Okay. Well, Ozzy Osbourne, you can't understand him. I wanted Prince Charles, I wanted to be able to hear what he was saying. So Sarah Ferguson's got, like, the suicide vest. She's about to press the button. And Garfield's just like, no.
Not capitalized, not drawn out. It's period. Just no.
Time to be one with explosion.
Said Sarah Ferguson.
Kaboom.
Said Sarah Ferguson as she exploded. As Sarah Ferguson exploded, Garfield jumped out of window 4, escaping.
You're now explosion, but you'll always be woman to me.
Said Garfield with remembrance.
We've been giggling more than we've been reading the actual, I don't want to call this a script, but reading the actual story.
No one should be surprised by any of that, by the way.
Okay.
Garfield then hopped into his red Corvette to drive to Prince Harry's castle of fear and sorrow, where ladies were being held for captive.
Apples do not fall far from each other, and these apples are rotten to their cores.
Garfield said with philosophy as he drove on to rescue. After driving, Garfield came upon Prince Harry's castle of misery and shame. Could they just pick a name, please? It's capitalized every time. Just pick a name. Prince Harry's castle of misery and shame. Garfield wasted no time and rammed through the front door with his red Corvette smashing through with ease.
This is the delivery man. I have a first-class package of fists ready to be delivered to your face.
Garfield roared as he hopped out of his red Corvette. As Garfield explored, castle guards came for attacking, but they were no challenge to the man.
Go home and buy kittens to dress up.
Garfield said as he tore through guards like a lawnmower through warm cheese.
What? What? A lawnmower? Did Shakespeare Hemingway actually try this? Only he would know. What? What?
I think he's trying to come up with some kind of comparison, but his comparisons fall flat. I mean, there was the one earlier where he just got the figure of speech wrong. I mean, it was
A lawnmower through warm cheese. It's just so out of left field, though.
You know, if you really want to go with this, I think they did it better in James Bond Goldfinger. The comparison was that bullet who passed through me like a blow cheese. Fuck you, Hemingway. I now have cheese on the mind. A blowtorch through butter. See, that's how you handle this. Then again, lawnmower through warm cheese is very splatty. Soon after exploring, Garfield came to empty room filled with more lasagna than eye can see.
Now this is treasure of one-of-kind taste.
Garfield said as he prepared himself for feasting. Garfield ate and ate the lasagna. There was more lasagna to feed continents of armies. Garfield ate it all like a real man with no problem or bowels. When he was done through, sudden feelings of strangeness overcame him.
I am feeling like Windmill.
Garfield said as he saw worlds spinning around him. Garfield then fell down deep into slumber. In his dreams, he had nightmares of beautiful babes being kidnapped, and he could not save them. As he woke, he found himself chained to stone. He was at Stonehenge, chained to stone. The chains were made of adamantium, and magic, and there, enough chains to hold 40 speeding trains and 80 rampaging elephants. What kind of metric is he using? Surrounding Garfield were wicked druids. Drum beats were being played, and in the distance he saw Prince Harry in chariot of bones and blood being pulled by flaming hell steeds. I stand by my earlier assertion that England has not left the medieval ages or dark ages. I can't think straight right now. I'm reading this drivel.
Well, I mean, I can't expect anyone to think straight after reading this drivel. Garfield, at last on this hour, I have trapped you, and soon you will be meeting vengeance,
said Prince Harry with smugness.
And soon you will be meeting your brother in hell, courtesy of my hands of manly virtue.
Garfield said with defiance.
Fool, you will be begging mercy on knees of begging when I am done with you. Whip him!
Yelled Prince Harry with anger.
Whip him real good.
Bow chicka, wow wow. There's going to be fan art if there wasn't already.
Before the cream sets out too long, whip him!
At Prince Harry's commands, Druid Whipmaster whipped Garfield with whip. But Garfield did not flinch, but spat in his face.
Pain is my pleasure, you womanly fiend. My spirit will never break to you.
Roared Garfield with manly resistance.
We will be seeing about this. You cannot last forever as hours go on. Your words of impudence will turn to tears of sorrow,
said Prince Harry with dark heart as he ordered continued whipping. Oh. Hours and days went by with whipping, but Garfield did not show sign of fatigue or tiredness. His face full of masculine stoicism, he showed no pain.
Impossible! No man can take such abuse!
Cried Prince Harry in disbelief.
Puny whips make no dents in my body of iron.
Garfield said with cool confidence.
Very well. It is about time to be ending this show with encore. The grand finale is your death. Prepare the lava!
Ordered Prince Harry to his druids. Druids brought out large pot of lava with skulls be poured on Garfield, but suddenly familiar voice was heard by all.
Macho man's coming to get you. Oh yeah! I'm a go!
What the hell? It was John Arbuckle! It was John Arbuckle! It was John Arbuckle on the hillside with hair blowing in wind and sun blazing behind him. John Arbuckle took out his flaming lasagna electric guitar and started playing chords of power. The rock metal began giving power to Garfield muscles, recharging them with rock. The power of metal ran through Garfield's massive muscles as he broke free from the chains with ease. What? Cried out Prince Harry with shrieking terror.
The metal of your chains is no match for the metal in my veins.
Garfield cried with rock and roll. Oh yeah!
Get him, you fools!
Ordered Prince Harry to his druid minions. Druid Whipmaster ran to Garfield with his whip for attacking, but Garfield grabbed his arms.
Give me a helping hand.
Whipped Garfield as he tore off Druid Whipmaster's arms and made a nunchuck out of them.
Now I am armed and dangerous.
Garfield said, wielding arm nunchuck with ferocity. Garfield plowed through Druid army with his arm nunchuck. John Arbuckle shredded his guitar with awesome playing as Garfield smashed Druids to bits of Druid goo. Druid goo. It's different than any other kind of goo. Prince Harry began running to escape.
Do not be running from the fate of justice, you insect,
said Garfield as he pursued with chasing. Garfield followed Prince Harry into cave leading to underground tunnels. Inside cave, there was vast underground maze, but Garfield kept on the chase, like Squid on the hunt. Soon, Garfield came on underground area with waterfall. On walls were Kate Middleton and Pippa Middleton, chained in imprisonment.
Garfield!
Cried out Kate Middleton and Pippa Middleton in unison.
Silence, you she-women!
Yelled Prince Harry in anger.
No need for worrying, my captive cuties. The man is here for rescue.
Garfield consoled worried women.
Garfield, now we will settle this score. I challenge you to one-on-one manly fighting.
Prince Harry challenged with audaciousness as he tore off his shirt to reveal English rose tattoo. What does that even mean?
I don't know.
I accept your challenges.
Garfield said with studly braveness as he tore off shirt showcasing massive manly muscles and a tattoo on his back of a lasagna-breathing dragon. Garfield and Prince Harry circled each other. Why is circled capitalized? Preparing fists of fighting. Prince Harry rushed with flurries of fists and kicks, but Garfield blocked them, all with his hurricane-like reflexes. Garfield then returned blow with amazing left-hooking punch, sending Prince Harry flying.
Not bad, Garfield, but I am not finished yet. Prepare yourself for ultimate attack!
Shouted Prince Harry as he prepared his royal raging demon kick. Flames surrounded Prince Harry as he rushed with fire and rage into Garfield, kicking him in his toned abs.
Direct hit!
Prince Harry shouted in terrible triumph.
Think again.
Garfield said as he stood without phasing.
What?
Cried out Prince Harry as he continued to kick Garfield with his flaming feet.
Your blows are like wet noodles to my muscles of concrete.
Garfield said with dismissal.
Silence!
Said Prince Harry with crying
Ah!
as he continued to kick Garfield without effects.
Fall down, you orange furball!
It is my turn. Time to make your face match your hair.
Garfield roared as he launched thousands of fists at Prince Harry, none of them were his own, with great smashing and sending him flying. As Prince Harry lay down in defeat, Garfield stood over him.
Garfield, my heart is bursting with the vengeance and hatred. My soul is consumed with darkness. You must end the misery of my life.
Prince Harry said, as one tear of blood ran down his cheek.
So be it. My fist delivers mercy as well as justice. Feel my mercy.
Garfield said as he reared fist and punched Prince Harry in the heart. Garfield's punch caused blood to burst out of every pore in the prince's body. Ow. And eyes to pop out until his body bursting into an explosion of blood. Garfield went to free Kate Middleton and Pippa Middleton from chains.
Thank you, Garfield. I knew you would come for us.
Kate Middleton said, embracing him.
Sister, do not be hogging up this man meal, for I want tasty bite.
Said Pippa Middleton as she rushed to also embrace Garfield.
Do not be fighting, ladies. There is more man meat here to keep you ladies filled.
Garfield said with reassurance.
Garfield, you're knowing what to say.
Said Kate Middleton with swooning.
I'm looking for 2 loaves of woman for my lady sandwich. Are you 2 chickies game?
Garfield asked with flirting as he put his arms around Kate Middleton and Pippa Middleton.
Yes, Garfield, we'll give you sisterly pleasure.
Said Pippa Middleton as they went to bedroom for love-making. Kate Middleton and Pippa Middleton then took off their clothes, showing supple bodies, and approached Garfield for the pleasuring.
Is there a Guinness World Record for depravity?
There needs to be. For Slanesh! Read it.
Okay.
Hey, sexy sisters. You should kiss each other for my viewing pleasure.
Garfield suggested with excellent idea.
We've gone straight into Me Too territory, although I think we did that a long time ago.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's only me too if they don't consent, and they were clearly consenting here.
Here's a lesson. Don't consent.
Ever.
Ever.
No means no, maybe means no, yes means no.
Anything you want, Garfield.
Said Kate Middleton as she kissed Pippa Middleton with mouthful of passion. Kate Middleton and Pippa Middleton kissed each other and made each other out with passion and force rubbing. This is a new Jedi power that I've never heard of. Each other all over as sisters pleasured each other. Garfield watched with approval eyes as he smoked lasagna cigarette.
I knew that would be coming back.
Very good, you ladies. Put on good show. But now it is time for main event.
Garfield said as he leaped into pleasure pile to make loving to Kate Middleton and Pippa Middleton. Kate Middleton and Pippa Middleton lay down as Garfield crawled on them like sexual salamander, licking their bodies with tongue of love. He then thrust into their bodies with manly force of galactic proportions. As nights came into evenings, they made love like bees make honey, sweet, gooey, and full of nutrition. The end.
My soul hurts after reading that.
There's too much to say. You get like an entire section of the internet that would be dedicated to that kind of, not even writing, just porn in general.
Okay, as of this recording, we haven't released anything yet. But what kind of audience are we going to be attracting?
Bathwater.
Oh,
No, shower water, that was it. Sandra Hill's Rough and Ready.
I don't get the reference.
Oh, you weren't there when we saw that?
Sandra Hill's Rough and Ready.
Okay, I got something to show Ben after we're done here. Suffice to say, it was a dramatic reading of an excerpt Now, the reading itself wasn't actually from Sandra Hill's book,
Mm-hmm.
but it was written in her style.
Okay.
Overuse of descriptions for abs and shower water, and the main hunk's name is seriously Terolf.
Terolf.
Yes, a made-up hyper-macho name if ever I heard one.
I'm just... Okay, Terolf, I think of Rolf from Ed, Edd and Eddy.
That is a far more realistic Rolf. Well, that was Chapter 2, and what I'm hoping is the second of many of our future readings.
Yeah, I don't... this was... Like I said, we've read this before, but reading this now, we just realize just what level of depraved it is. I honestly do feel unclean.
Suffice to say also, I have read worse stuff. Believe me, this is nothing.
You know, I'm looking at the brand of microphone that we're using right here is blue. And to say the content we've been reading is a little bit blue, is that an understatement?
I'm not sure I get the reference.
When they say something's a little bit blue, it means it's a little bit inappropriate.
I have never heard that before.
Yeah.
I honestly don't think fanfiction.net has a rating high enough to permit this.
Yeah, so that was Garfield, Royal Rescue Part 2, Prince of Tragedy. What did you think, Ian? I think we kind of already said so, but...
I'm at a loss for words. I'm going to read more of this because, well, let's face it, this kind of writing is bloody hilarious. I can't tell if if this is a caricature that they play,
Mm-hmm.
or a caricature that they play, and they're doing all this on purpose, or if they honestly think what they're writing is gold.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of said that in the last one, too. Shakespeare Hemingway is just, like, a mystery. And in some ways, I kind of don't want his true identity to be revealed. You know, it's like showing Dr. Claw's face.
It was ultimately a disappointment in all...
Oh, we're not counting the live-action movie.
No one should ever count that. I just started messing around partway through. I wasn't sticking to any one kind of voice. I think I'm...
And that's okay. I mean, most importantly, though, despite all the gross-out stuff, did you have fun?
I had lots of fun, actually. Reading wacky shit like that is... it's a marvel unto itself. If you get the right group of people together, anything can be fun. What's important to me right now is that we had fun, and this recording is a byproduct of that.
Yeah, so, like I said, we hope to do more of these. So hopefully once we release them, hopefully you do like them. If you want to hear more, please listen to our stuff. And until then, should we have some sort of sign-off for our yet unnamed podcast?
Yes. If anyone has any other similarly wacky stories like this, please suggest them. We are looking for fuel.
And you know what they say about fuel?
What do they say about fuel?
They melt humor beams.
Oh.
I didn't even put any effort in that joke. That was just flat out bad. Okay, so we're gonna end this on a much better joke.
I need to get drunk and drive home.
So Ian.
No. Yes. What?
What did Matthew McConaughey say after he became radicalized?
Oh no. What?
All right.
Push stop.
Okay.
Push stop.
We'll see you next time.